The secret language of birds and animals. Deep in the heart of an ancient forest, where sunlight danced through the tall trees and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers, there lived a curious young girl named Lila. Lila had always been fascinated by the sounds of the forest, the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the distant calls of animals. But one day, she noticed something strange. The birds weren't just chirping randomly, their songs seemed to follow a pattern, as if they were speaking a secret language. Intrigued, Lila decided to uncover the mystery of the forest's secret language. Lila wandered deeper into the forest until she came across a giant oak tree. Perched on one of its branches was a wise old owl with shimmering golden eyes. Hoo-hoo, the owl hooted softly. Lila, feeling brave, asked, "Do you understand the secret language of the forest?" The owl blinked slowly and replied, "Indeed, I do. But to learn it, you must listen not with your ears, but with your heart." The owl then handed her a small, glowing feather. "This will guide you. Follow the signs, and the forest will reveal its secrets." With the glowing feather in hand, Lila continued her journey. Soon, she heard a beautiful melody coming from a group of colorful birds perched on a tree. The birds were singing in harmony, their voices rising and falling like a symphony. Lila closed her eyes and listened carefully. She realized the birds weren't just singing, they were warning each other about a storm approaching. "Thank you," Lila whispered, and the birds chirped back, as if acknowledging her understanding. As Lila walked further, the wind began to pick up, carrying with it a soft, whispering sound. She held up the glowing feather, and it pointed her toward a clearing. There, she saw a family of deer grazing peacefully. The wind seemed to whisper to them, and the deer lifted their heads, alert. Lila realized the wind was telling the deer to seek shelter before the storm arrived. The deer nodded at Lila and bounded away, leaving her in awe of the forest's interconnectedness. Next, Lila came across a buzzing beehive. At first, she was afraid, but the glowing feather reassured her. She watched as the bees danced in intricate patterns, communicating the location of the sweetest flowers. Lila smiled, realizing that even the tiniest creatures had their own way of speaking. She thanked the bees and continued her journey, feeling more connected to the forest than ever. As the sun began to set, Lila heard a distant howl. It was a wolf, calling out to its pack. The howl wasn't just a sound, it was a message, a way for the wolf to say, "I am here, and I am safe." Lila felt a shiver run down her spine. She understood that every creature, big or small, had a voice and a story to tell. Suddenly, the sky darkened, and the storm the birds had warned about arrived. Rain poured down, and thunder rumbled in the distance. Lila found shelter under a large tree and watched as the forest came alive with activity. Animals scurried to safety, birds tucked their heads under their wings, and the wind howled through the trees. Even in the chaos, Lila could sense the harmony of the forest, the way every creature worked together to survive. When the storm passed, the forest was calm once more. Lila stepped out from her shelter and saw a rainbow stretching across the sky. The wise old owl appeared again, perched on a branch. "You have learned the secret language of the forest," the owl said. "It is not just about sounds or words, it is about understanding, respect, and connection. Every creature has a role to play, and every voice matters." Lila nodded, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. She promised the owl and the forest that she would share their secret with others. "I will tell everyone about the beauty of your language," she said. The owl hooted softly, and the forest seemed to hum in agreement. Lila knew she had been given a precious gift, one she would cherish forever. With the glowing feather still in her hand, Lila made her way back home. As she walked, she listened to the forest with a new understanding. The birds sang their songs, the wind whispered its secrets, and the animals called out to one another. Lila smiled, knowing she was now a part of their world. And from that day on, she became the storyteller of the forest, sharing its magic with everyone she met. Did you enjoy this story? If yes, then don't forget to like this video to show your support. For more exciting and engaging short stories, make sure to subscribe to 5-Minute Storybook and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. And if you loved this tale, share it with your friends and family so they can enjoy it too. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more magical stories. See you in the next one.